What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Matt back at you with another banger. Today we're going to talk about the art of never giving up. Now, in times you may want to give up, things get hard, I get it, but you got to try and try and try and don't give up. Because as soon as you give up, there's a saying called winners never quit and quitters never win. The moment you give up, you basically throw in the towel for any chance of winning. If there was a chance, now there's not, because now you stopped attempting. So don't ever quit, guys. I am one of the only brothers that out of 3 that has graduated high school, and it was super hard, guys. Like, that's one of the reasons kind of why I didn't go to college, I'll be honest. I struggled pretty hard through high school, but one thing I didn't do was give up. I told myself, I was like, hey, I'm going to at least do what I need to legally do, technically. And then once I'm done with my obligation, like, I had such a hard time in school that I did not think that signing up for another school immediately after, such as college, was a good idea for me. So I never gave up, and I made it through, and it was tough. But now that I'm looking back on it, I'm like, hey, that wasn't so bad after all, eh? As well as possibly, this is a prime example, this YouTube channel, right? I could possibly give up on it. You know, I have over 100 videos and, not even 50 subscribers. But instead of giving up, I'm just gonna say, screw it. Let's keep going. We've made it this far, 100 plus videos. Why stop now? Because you don't know when that breakthrough could come. Like, it could come any day, bro. Like, you could literally be on your 200th, but you could even be on your 150th video. And then all of a sudden, one of those videos just struck a nerve in the algorithm, and all of a sudden, from that one video, you got people going back to your channel and then looking through your other videos, and all of a sudden your whole channel's popping. So you could give up now, but if you do, if I gave up on my channel now, there would literally be, all my videos would kind of just die away, because they already kind of, did their thing in the algorithm, and it's old news sort of now. If it were to blow up later, it'll be on some shit like, maybe if I had, left a huge legacy behind or whatever, and then now everybody wants to show fake love type stuff. But I don't want that type. So let's go ahead and try to get it while we're here. So we're gonna go ahead and keep pushing, and we're gonna find our soul family. They're out there. I just haven't got in front of them yet. And from there, we will have more subscribers coming soon. But until I get those subscribers, I can't quit, because I haven't got in front of those right subscribers yet. Now, I'm gonna be straight up and blunt and honest with you guys. Whether this never giving up is a certain, I'm just gonna put it this way. Your friends that you grew up with, and some of your family members are not going to support you to get there. So just know, if you're all wrapped up on, oh, none of my friends, none of my family are showing love, why, you're completely off track there. Because guess what, bro? Your stuff is going to most likely be supported by strangers that you've never met. You know why? People don't like seeing people do better than themselves. So when you're doing something that everybody else is not doing, or they are doing as well, they don't want to see you, you know, break out of that box that they're in, and they do not want to see you do better than if they're doing it themselves. Like, say you guys both make music, right? They're not going to support your music, they're just going to ask for you to support their music. So just know that if you do ever get anywhere, it's going to be from strangers and not your friends and family. So I said some family too. And some of your friends will support you, but most likely don't rely on it. Just know that there's going to be people out there who are going to support you that you haven't ever even met. Sometimes in a different country, sometimes in a different state, and all around the world. You're going to find those people who just like your stuff, so don't give up. As far as life and stuff, you want to grab life by the horns. Pull up your boots and tighten your belt, and you want to grab life by the horns and not let life control the scenario, because you have the power. I want you to know that I'm proud of you, and keep doing the good, keep fighting the good fight, because quite honestly, there's not a lot of us out here. Any naysayers, any people who want to say what you're doing is not the good fight, tell them to kick rocks, to go take your shoe off, take your sock off, and go kick rocks and enjoy that, because you didn't ask for their 2 cents, and you know what you're doing is what God has put in you from the very foundations of the earth. So do not let anybody sway you from that. I am going to go attempt removing this brake drum from my 96 Ford Econoline today. Yesterday, we got our butts kicked, and it was very, very, very hard. We didn't even get to the spring assembly. The brake drum wouldn't come off. We were banging all day. First of all, taking the lug nuts off of this thing was nuts too. It was 8 of them, 8 lug nuts, and all of them were not easy. Maybe like 1 or 2 was easy, but by that time your arms are dead. And then to get that off finally, now we're at the brake drum that won't come off, and we're using torches and all types of stuff to, try to get this thing to pop loose, but it was not budging. And I want to tell you guys, I'm going back in. We ain't giving up. Most people will be like, I'm just going to go, and I'm going to go pay someone to do it at this point, which wouldn't be that bad of an idea. We tried, but right now I'm going to go try and attempt the other back wheel and see if that one budges, because if that one doesn't budge too, it's just like I'm not even going to go much farther, but I'm going to try to get at least one of those off and see maybe if I'm doing something wrong. Like if the other one comes off, I know what I basically have to do to get the other one off. So I'm going to go back in, and I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to try again, and I'll keep you guys updated whether we get this done or not. Because, we're over here, we're our own mechanics. We don't pay people to do nothing on our car. We're scounces. We don't get no down. You hear me? But if you're watching this and, you're on the verge of giving up, whether that's in life in general, hit up, get some help, bro. There's a suicide hotline for a reason, bro. Don't give up. Go get some therapy, bro. Talk to somebody, bro. Sometimes talking to your friends and family don't work. And, don't do that over the phone stuff, bro. Go get some real therapy, bro. You know, you might have to go get prescribed something, bro. They might need to, help you out, bro. Like, um, but if you're thinking about doing some crazy stuff, bro, don't, bro. It's not worth it, bro. You're just passing your pain to your close family, bro, and your friends. You're just passing your pain on, bro. And you're probably gonna do them pretty dirty, bro. So just you gotta think about stuff like that, And another thing too, like, why would you ever want to give up, guys? Like, why would you ever want to give up in that aspect, dude? You have been through so much. Why give up now? You don't know what could be sitting on a couple years from now. You don't know where you could be. I could only, I can't even close to imagine that I would be where I'm at today. So when you go ahead and just remove yourself before that can even happen, just know you're doing yourself dirty and you're ultimately doing your family dirty, because now you can't evolve. You're not going to go to the places where you're meant to go because you just decided to do some gumpy stuff. So you guys, don't give up. Now, I want to tell you guys what I'm here for. Now that we got the never giving up aspect down, we're going to talk about what I'm here for. Most High's put in me that it's pretty plain and obvious that he wants me, or I don't even say he, just the Most High wants me to teach and help people, because I was let know that I have something very unique and special that the world needs to hear. It's kind of hard to explain, but I think it's somewhere along the lines of, if I don't in this lifetime, I will basically have like I didn't finish what I was put here to do. So that will kind of put me into like, it will just kind of be like, it won't stop bugging me. Like, like I could kind of be like, I don't want to do it no more. But at the end of the day, it just won't let up. Like, it is, like, if you guys ever read the book The Alchemist, where he's just like, oh, what if instead of going to find his treasure, he's like, what if this girl that I met is my treasure? The alchemist explained to the boy that if you do give up, then the omens, which are like the signs, like, you'll get all these signs and they'll keep bugging you out until you just literally ignoring it, and then a couple years go by, and then it'll remind you what you're supposed to be doing, and then you just keep ignoring it, and then farther down the future, you just keep ignoring it. Eventually, the omens will leave. Like, they won't be giving you signs no more. You'll probably lose your position in the oasis that he was at, where he was like kind of like a counselor and able to, kind of from receive visions and stuff. So he received, the reason why he got that position is because he had a vision that there was going to be an attack on the oasis, and they didn't believe him, and it actually happened. So after it actually happened, and they were prepared, but they're also prepared to kill the boy if he wasted their time. But he didn't, so they gave him a position as a counselor, and he would have ultimately, if he kept ignoring what he was called to do, which was go and find his treasure, he would have got abandoned by the signs or the omens, and then he would have also lost his position in the town as a counselor, and all this stuff. So I'm not gonna get too far off topic here, but if you do, like, I need to do what I feel called to do, and I feel like it's using my voice somehow, whether that's in music, whether that's in a podcast, whether um, that's live on stage, and whether whether I'm talking on stage, whether I'm talking on stage or performing music on stage. I just feel like I have to use, like, part of my purpose is using my voice, and I have a strong intuitive guide that basically it is going to involve help, like teaching, teacher, leader, and healer. So the things that I talk about here could help you progress, because most of this knowledge that I got on here is not something that your favorite celebrity is going to tell you, and not something that is mainstream. A lot of people will be like, oh, this new age stuff, another person with this new age stuff. Since when was it new age, guys? This goes way back. Like, if you even look at the book The Alchemist, like, we're talking about like I think it's a really old book, and they're talking about a lot of the same concepts that we do today and the so-called spiritual community. So not only that, this is ancient wisdom. This is not even just new age stuff. It's just what's happening is we're in the age of Aquarius, and a lot of this information is coming to light, and people are waking up on a grand scale. And that's why it's this major split of the 3D and the 5D, because you got all these people that are being like, it's like contagiously conscious. Like, conscious is contagious. Like, we are seeing things from a different perspective, where we're seeing things from a 5D. You're like, what the heck is the 5D? If you guys want me to make a video on the 5D, I'll do it. But if you haven't really heard what the 5D is, just think of it as the woke people, not even the woke, but the what is the guy from the Matrix, Neo? Just think of the Neos and all the people that have woken up, basically, versus the sleeple and the sheeple, the people who are the non-playable characters, the NPCs. Just think of it as that. So that's like the split that's going on, where it's like a bunch of people are NPCs, and then you got a bunch of people like Neo and everybody else. So basically, that's a short explanation, which is probably the best explanation of it. And there's a lot of different, like, it's not beliefs. Yeah, it is. It's basically a bunch of different, instead of thinking negatively, we look at life positively, and it's just like a shift of your mindset, where it's just like, instead of thinking the world's working against you, you know that it's working for you, type thing. Like, it's working in your favor, like, and you wake up with this gratitude, and you're excited to do your job, and you wake up and smell the roses. You wake up and with a joyful spirit, and like, nothing can really take that from you, because of your just mindset. So don't give up. If you're having troubles figuring out what your purpose is, it'll be revealed to you in due time. One thing that I say might kind of point you in a direction of what your purpose might be. Believe it or not, we all have life path numbers. That could give you an idea. It's basically your birthday, birth month, birthday, and year. I would prefer just going and searching up life path calculator on Google, and that could kind of give you like a direction of where you might land as far as your purpose. So don't give up on that purpose if you already know. And if you're still searching what your purpose is and you don't know what you're really here for, just keep doing your best. Live with integrity. If you haven't read the 4 agreements, go ahead and read that. It'll literally shift you to the 5D like that. So no joke. It literally talks about you could be living in you could be living in heaven amongst a bunch of people living in hell. And no cap, that book is pretty powerful. So the 4 agreements would be basically be impeccable with your word, which means don't use your word as spells against other. Don't call people ugly. Don't say you'll never make it. And also, if you say you're going to do something, then do it. And then the next would be do your best. Always do your best. The third would be let's make sure we got the 4 agreements down, guys. I don't got the 4 agreements down, guys. But anyways, this might take a while to start up, but if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. At the end of the day, if I don't say these things, comment, share, subscribe, I won't get people commenting, sharing, and subscribing. So it's a free thing. The least you guys could do is do that. And, you know, like I said, support the journey, because there hasn't been much people supporting me. And I feel like I've been blocked by the Matrix. Agent Smith has tapped into my YouTube and blocking me. Okay. Oh yeah. How did I forget? Do not take anything personally. That's whether someone's saying something good about you or bad. It don't matter. Because the moment you say anything, so say people say you're a good guy, right? Matt's amazing, right? I love him, right? As soon as you say something out of line with them, they will automatically say something bad about you. So what I mean by that is you could be this good person to somebody, and then all of a sudden you say something that really strikes a nerve with them, and they just get pissed off at you. Now all of a sudden, all that stuff they said about you, where you're this good person and how they love you so much, flies out the window, because it don't mean nothing to people when what they be saying. So all that flies out the window, and all of a sudden they're talking bad about you. So that's what they mean. Don't take nothing personal, whether it's good or bad. If someone's saying something bad about you, don't take it personally, because ultimately it's like they're saying that about themselves. And then yeah, don't make assumptions. Like don't assume. Don't assume, guys. Like there's so many times where I assumed and I felt dumb right after. So if you really like, don't make assumptions for nothing, guys. Like if you really feel, I guess it's not really much to talk about on the assumptions part. It's just if you don't have full clarity on a situation, don't try to put the puzzle pieces together and then be Mr. Detective and think you know what actually happened just because oh well, if that happened, this must have happened, and like you're just selling yourself a false dream. Honestly, if you didn't witness it and see it with your 2 eyes, don't make assumptions, and don't automatically assume what you heard is right. Go do the research and You know, get your game on. Like don't if you heard something about somebody, don't automatically assume that it's correct, bro. Like, don't make assumptions. Anyways, it's your boy Big Matt with Chosen One Chats. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Peace.